Well, guys, I've been busy all day, moving wood, making stuff, getting a little bit of a bonfire going. I'm gonna go up and show you what we got for sale in the wood department. Same wood as before. I'm gonna put it down to probably down to 40 cents a board foot, maybe below that. There's quite a big pile up here, poplar, all 1 inch thick, except for some of the pieces over that far, which we get up there, I'll show you that. You're on my tripod selfie stick. It was getting to the point where I had to get into this and separate it or it was going to get moldy. It wasn't too bad. It was that real cold spell kept it from doing that, but it got filled up with volts or whatever. I don't know. They mess things up anyway. This is 13 feet long, and from there to where the boards start messing up is 55 inches. But I didn't count from here to here and from here up to there if you're making birdhouses or something like that. And then over here, this is 30 inches wide and 11 feet long. So it's a good 100 board foot. And we're gonna put it out at 40 bucks. See if anybody will take it at 40 bucks. Now I realize that that's a mess, okay? It looks like a mess. You remember when I sawed it, it was a mess. But from here down to here, I didn't measure that. And there isn't really too much above it either. But if you're just putting siding on something to keep a dog in, I guess you could do that. I call it chicken coop wood. That's kind of what it is. That down there is pretty nice. It's all 1 inch thick. So it's over 100 board feet for 40 bucks. And like I said, that's not including from here up to here. And even down there, it's not including, I measured 55 inches up to here and just figured the whole thing at 55 inches. So, and I think I worked it out to 85 board feet. I don't know. Don't really matter. If it sells, it sells. If it doesn't, you see what I'm burning down there right now? That's a lot of it. You know, if I went through it and it didn't work, and then I was making something down here. That's what we're going down there to show you. What I've been working in the greenhouse. I don't know what time it is now. And then after I finish putting some of that stuff away, I got to start setting stuff in my car to go up to Brad's tomorrow for the Fellowship in the Furnace, I think is what he's calling it. But you can see the boards underneath there. Got to turn you sideways. See the boards? I've been burning boards all morning. I burned a real nice piece of cherry live edge. I should have given it to that Kenny guy. I don't know how to put a thing below to say how to go visit him, but if I'd known it was in there, I would have given that to him too. Whoops, I got a helper in here. I didn't know that. Can you unplug the radio? Now go that away. She's camera shy. Prettiest girl on YouTube, camera shy. Doesn't make any sense, does it? Anyhow, here's what we got going in here. We made a boardwalk. And so I'm gonna stack all those kindling over there, stack everything up there and get it out of the aisle and put it there. So that's what I've been working all day. I don't know how long it is. It's from here to there, and there, I know the boards are 67 inches from here to here. That's the last of the Cadillac wood here. I have another cord of it down, cut back in back in the 80s. So this makes a pretty good thing. That's a birdhouse that I've been working on for years and years and years. I think I've been working on that for probably 20 years. It's an octagon one, and that's all the further I've gotten on it. I got the round part that goes from the bottom up. I should probably finish it and put it together. It's probably 2 foot in diameter. That over there is a very expensive Hale fire truck pump that the mice got into and screwed it up, and I took it apart and cleaned up what they screwed up, but that's been so many years ago. I need to take that apart and redo it or take it up to Hale I forget, it's a 2-stage. It boosts to 1,000 pounds and it runs off a PTO, and I used to run it off the PTO of a Jeep. So that's what we're doing here. I'm going to put all this over here, and maybe I'll bring you along for a little bit of it just to make the video a bit longer and see how it fits in. I guess you can't see it there. Take some other stuff and put it away. This should be really exciting, guys, watching me move wood from here to there, but it shouldn't take too long. And then it'll get it out of the way. Here's a couple of them. Here's a couple of them down there. I guess I need those too. And it's right heavy. I don't know how heavy it is, but it's right heavy. That's how heavy it is. Oh my goodness. If I stack it over closer to the wall, then I won't be able to stack it up double. So I'm not going to put it there. And I think, as I recall, each one of these is like a cubic foot and a half. So you guys can figure out how much wood is here. This one here I've been stealing out of. So I will put that off to the side. I got a bunch of them in the, I think that'll stay there. It might. Yeah, I don't want it to fall over into the plastic. That would be not good. These vents that you see here, I didn't know anything about a greenhouse when I made a greenhouse, so I put vents in there. Might have them sealed shut. Well, what happens if you open those up and the fan's going, the air just goes through there and it doesn't come through from that end. So that was a mistake. Oh my goodness. So if I cover them up, it doesn't make any difference. There. Look at how much more room I got. And this board here is a oak board. I think it's quarter sawed. Been in here for 25 years. And I think, I'm going to take you out of the stand. I think that's one of the very first boards I cut. And it's got the what you call it in it, heart in it. But above the heart and below the heart, or above the center, below the center, you have a 4-inch piece here that you can cut out of there that's perfectly quarter sawed almost. You can see the grains. That's perfect up there. But that board, I've had that board in here for, my gosh, so many years. I keep everything off the ground. Whew, out of breath with little risers. That's what these are. Because when you get a heavy rain, believe it or not, this greenhouse floods. It comes in here and you'll have it comes off that field and that water. It comes down, hits the plastic, goes underneath the plastic off the field, and then goes down. And I cut a rut over here for the water to go out, which see, it goes out and goes down there. I had to redo this a few years back. I probably did a video on that because that was down at ground level, or a little bit above ground level, and everything backed that up. It would fill that thing up with water, so had to do that. We got this going for the wife. She's got some plants in there, and that keeps the heat in there. There's a heat blankie down there, and then there's, I can't tell if you can see, there's lights in there, so she's kind of taking over the greenhouse, so that's all right. I'm going to I got to take all these down there and fill them up with kindling wood and bring them up here. That gets so dry that it was crazy. I don't know if you can see. Oh, I pulled it back down. It went up to 110 in here the other day when it was 70 outside and sunny, because I didn't have the fans turned on. So that about wraps up this one. Ain't much going on. I've been busy all day. Oh, I didn't, underneath those boards, I put that black soot that comes off the boiler. You can kind of see it down in there to hopefully deter critters from getting in here. I don't know what that, oh, I have a fan. I have another big fan over there. That hadn't worked either in years. I mean, I haven't turned it on in years. This, greenish type thing, when we used to sell vegetables at the farmer's market, would hold the baskets of vegetables, and we used to, I got two of those, one of these this size, one of these that fits inside of there, so it acted real good at wrapping things up. When we had the fruit stand out by the front door, that's what we put, or out on the road, that's what we used with that. I got my scales in here right now. I'm sitting on about 100 and, take that off there, 140 minus 22 pounds of soda cans. There's cat food cans. They got to be separated. There's another scale. I got to start weighing some stuff. Anyhow, that about wraps it up for this one. I'm gonna call it quits. Hit the like button, subscribe button, and I'm gonna go be putting stuff like that away. Some goes in scrap piles. Oh, I know what I forgot to show you. This is a hook. This is a hook that you use to. It's a meat hook, but it works real good for picking up saw blades. What I didn't show you is the hinges that I redid that I got to work on. These are old blacksmith forged hinges. Maybe I've showed them to you in another. But I want to make a door down at the new sawmill. Lots of plans, but no. And I guess they come in different lengths because each one's a little bit shorter than the other. But I'm waiting on a boring tool to make these, because these are pretty rough and nasty in there, but I don't know if it'd make any difference. They're pretty neat. I like them. So that's about it. That's another look at that pump. So hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. I'm going to clean this off. Nobody wanted, this is part of that poplar, same poplar that's up there. Nobody wanted it, and so I used it in here. I'm gonna sweep it off and start cleaning up in here. So hit the like button, subscribe button. I think I said that, didn't I? And we'll see you. Bye-bye. Got to figure out how to turn